And they started, yeah, it's on. YouTube on.
YouTube,
what's up?
You get the bonus footage, which is basically just us getting our stuff together. But you get a chance to look at Chocolate and Homeboy Fishing just a little bit longer than the rest of them. So
keeping it real.
Welcome to Chocolate TV and Homeboy Fishing 91 TV.
Country boy living.
Well, bro.
Ready to get
things started? We're going to get started.
There we go. What's up, y'all? This is Homeboy Fishing. Fishing Chocolate Cafe with football with a little dab of fishing. NCAA Week 3.
Let that rock there. That's that Twilight. The blast. Again, I don't make the music. I just play it. It's still hot. Call the segment. Hey, check this out. We're going to go through the rundown. Top 4 teams. Topic of the week. Big bad games of the week. And HBCU football game of the week.
College segment, y'all.
College segment.
You know, I forgot to tell them.
What's that?
Everybody hit the share button on that thing. If you're watching us, hit the share button. Let everybody
share
know
the button with your friends and family. Let them get a little taste of your Saturday morning football fix.
You know you can watch ESPN or you can tune in to us.
Hey, trust me. I'd rather tune in to us, bro. You get it a lot better and a lot raw. You get a nice condensed version without all the drama.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and no commercials.
No commercials, right? That's right.
Broadcasting live.
Hey, Homeboy Fishing. Get us started, man. We're not going to do the fishing forecast, are we?
Because you know why? If you want the fishing forecast, you better get up early and check out the first show. We come on around 9:30, but, you know, by 9:40.
Yep. Shout out to my mother out there, Maria.
Thank you for watching, Mom.
Buenos dias, Mommy.
Big supporter.
All right, so let's get to our top 4 teams of the day. Homeboy Fishing. Who you got right now? Any shakeups?
Yeah, there's some big shakeups. After last week's games, finished pretty bad. South Carolina Gamecocks disappointed me. Okay. Got the brakes beat off of. Well, week before last.
Ooh.
But my number 14 goes to the Clemson Tigers because they got quarterback issues. You ask me. I think they should have went into into Texas A&M and laid the smack down. They got out of there. They skated out of there. You can't do that when you're playing big-time football. My number 3 team goes to the Georgia Bulldogs. After that, I seen how they whooped up on my South Carolina Gamecocks. Either they that good or South Carolina we're that bad.
Wow.
My number 2 team goes to the Ohio State Buckeyes. You know, I told you they are punishing. They're playing for the coach. They're playing for Meyer. And my number 1 team to be the best.
You got to beat the best, right?
Got to beat the best right now. Alabama, they got 2 quarterbacks. But I'm going to get on that a little bit later. Break it down.
Hey, my number 4 team is the Ohio State Buckeyes. They might want to consider keeping Urban Meyer on suspension. They look pretty good without him. My number 3 team is the UGA Bulldogs.
Oh, the same.
These guys ate Bojangles, Popeyes, and Church's Chicken last Saturday as they took apart the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Thanks for watching.
And they look ready for another shot at Alabama. My number 2 team is still Clemson. It wasn't pretty, but as the old school players say, a win on the road is a win on the road. Number 1 is Alabama. It's only September, but they do look football ready. And those are my top 4 teams this week. Some other teams sitting out there, but we'll see what they're going to do this weekend. We shall see. We shall see. Dante White says Michigan, baby.
Michigan, you must have – hold on. Dante, you got bootleg cable. You been watching the same TV you've been watching?
He been watching old school Michigan.
I know, old school. Desmond Howard ain't there. Ain't nobody.
Hey, man, the Michigan, bro, they might be my 2016.
What's up, Shine Break?
What's up, Shine? Hey, we're going to get into our topic of the week. Homeboy Fishing thought about this. This is actually a really good, relevant topic. And our topic of the week is Hurricane Florence and its impact on the college football for this weekend and in the future. So, Homeboy Fishing, get us started.
Look here, you got a couple of teams that is going to hurt. Like the South Carolina Gamecocks, they need a win. They need to beat up on a Division II AA team because they got the brakes beat off them last week. But teams like Virginia Tech, they supposed to play East Carolina. That won't hurt or help them because they still got Miami and Notre Dame. So the well rested needed. It will be called team building weekend. The coach will have them teams together, eat, drink, sleep, think together. And West Virginia, they still have to play Oklahoma State, TCU, and Oklahoma left on the schedule. So you know what? These two colleges will bond during this week. They will bond during this week, and they will make a run for the national title.
So you like the break with the Hurricane? So you like the break?
Yeah, the break will bond these teams who just they got the talent but have to gel together.
Okay.
I think it's one.
Shout out to Will Haynes out there, representing Auburn Tigers War Eagles. They're my number 5 team. They're sneaking on the outside, Will, but we'll see. Topic of the week, homeway fishing did bring up some good points. Time off will be helpful to some teams. It's going to be hurtful to others. A lot of times people say, well, because you have to add a game later on, is it going to be hurtful to the teams and do they need to replay the game? My thing is yes, they need to replay the game. And what's going to end up happening, it's going to be different next time they play the game because the matchups will be different. You have different injuries. You have different personnel changes. It might be a new quarterback. Team might have different chemistry. So it's going to be a different ball game next time they play. So in some situations, it's going to hurt the teams. In other situations, it's going to help the team. And so I think that they need to replay the game because also, let's just face it, in the South, we got the best football. And so right now, these guys are going to be impacted by not being able to play. And bowl eligibility, bowl seeding is going to make a difference. So by these guys having to reschedule and play other teams later, they might play a different team.
So are they going to play other teams, or are they just going to let these games go?
I don't know what the NCAA is going to do because they normally look at the whole resume of a team. So if looking at the whole resume of a team, they're missing a game, so that might count against them or it might help them. But again, you playing like a West Virginia, like you said, it might be off this week. That might actually get better by the time you play them again. So that's the impact of the Hurricane right now because as the season grows, your team change, and especially with the new redshirt rules that I touched on early on in the season. If you watch my show, they can bring on red shirts at a certain point in the year, or they can let people be on a red shirt based on their ineffectiveness. So they might have somebody right now who's not even playing who might be on the team late in the year and still be able to obtain a red shirt next year.
Or but somebody get hurt. They be able to pull somebody up.
All the above, bro. So, I mean, it's about knowing football. We watch football, but we like to study the game, too. We like to get you guys up on everything that's going on in the game. But that is our topic of the week.
Topic of the week.
Now we're going to get into our big, bad games of week 3 in college football. So ready week 3, homeboy Fisher.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Hey, Dante and White. I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. I don't care about what you think. All I care about what Chocolate Hefe think, because we are picking the picks. Making those calls for you.
Okay.
Break it down.
Game number 1. This goes out to you, Will. We got the number 12, LSU Tigers, who shocked the U game number 1 at Auburn, who held on and beat Washington. The game's at 3:30. Homeboy Fishing, who do you got?
Here you go. LSU had 2 easy wins to start the season. They led by 6 foot, 221-pound Nick Brossette.
Say that again. 6 foot what?
6 foot, 221. Running back, they keep pumping running backs in that system.
They do.
But y'all remember this: the quarterback has only completed 47% of his passes. That's going to play a part in this game. Auburn got 3 running backs over 100 yards, and the quarterback Stentum have completed 68% of his passes. And they're at home. Auburn in a close one by 3. You heard it here first. That quarterback is going to have to throw that ball.
I agree. Hey, check that out. Homeboy Fish just gave his pick. Here's my pick. This is LSU at Auburn. This is SEC football, so expect a very physical game. Understand this. Both teams in their first big game of the year, their first game, Miami and Washington, respectively, they had 2 turnovers. And that kind of helped these 2 teams win that game. To me, this boils down to 2 deciding factors. Home field and third down conversion. Auburn has both. Auburn's going to win this game, just like you indicated, at home by 7. Auburn wins by 7 at home and basically secures their spot in the SEC as a power to be reckoned with.
Yes.
The next game is number 1, Alabama at Ole Miss. This you got a good old brawl in the shade here. Homeboy Fishing. So who you got in this game here? 7 o'clock.
Look at here. Roll Tide has 2 of them. They have 2 quarterbacks. They got 2 running backs. They got 2 receivers. They got 2 at every position. And the last 2 games, they scored 50-plus points. Ole Miss, they've been throwing around the ball. They got a new guy. I can't even pronounce his name. He the quarterback. He is from Hawaii, so they got a Hawaiian flying in there. And they scored 76 points last week.
That's a lot of points.
That's 76 points. But like I said, Alabama got 2 of everything.
I got 2 QBs.
Yeah, they got
1 for
2.
the club, 1 for the load.
They got 2 of everything. And by having 2, Alabama wins this one and close one. But guess what?
How much?
2. Alabama wins this game by 2 points.
Hey, Homeboy Fishing says that Alabama's going to win this game by 2. He just gave you the 2-2-2. This is my take on this thing.
2.
They say that Mississippi has a shot. Ole Miss has a shot.
They got bootleg cable.
Chocolate says that's some BS.
They got bootleg cable. Ole
Miss gave up 41 points to Southern Illinois and trailed at halftime 38-35. So they had to blitz like crazy to win the game in the second half. But if you blitz against Alabama, Tua will burn you. If you don't blitz against Alabama, Tua will burn you. Alabama big. Alabama wins by 24.
You say 24? I say 2.
Blowout.
24 is the multiple. I mean, 2.
That's right.
Multiple of 24.
That's right.
Everything gonna be about 2. They got 2 of everything. Somebody go down, somebody else going there just as good.
Hey, he's got the backup to the backup to the backup. That's Nick Saban football. But that's our second game of the week. So, a shout out to my niece, Jada Cohen.
Thank you for watching, Jada.
Super school teacher. Anyway, here we go. Next here, we got number 4, Ohio State Buckeyes, your boys at 15 TCU, the Horned Frogs, 8 p.m. Who you got, Homeboy Fish? Who you like?
Man, look here. Ohio State is real good without the head coach. And they're gelling real early in the season. They're playing as one unit. If you watch them play like a kid who sit around the house and play Madden all day long. All right? And like I told you, they will make the Final Four. TCU, sorry to tell you, you're not at home.
They're playing at home.
No, they're playing at AT&T Stadium.
Well, that's pretty much home.
No, it is not the same. 13 miles down the street. It is not the same.
That's the same.
This is not the same.
Okay.
And sorry, TCU, your dream season ends right here. Ohio State in a blowout. Ohio State by 21.
Man, I don't know, but I think Homeboy Fishing is starting to like Ohio State.
Man, I know team ball. When you start balling like that early, and they got 2 of everything too.
Well, I do agree. This is Ohio State football. That's what they normally do. But this is what Chocolate is going to say. Number 1, Chocolate, which is me. I like to refer to myself in third person. Chocolate loves TCU's mascot, the Horned Frog. Love that mascot. It is a tough and small SOB. I like the way it looks, and I love nature shows. So I did a little research on the Horned Frog. For its size, hey, man, I got to give him. This is total football. This is total show here. For its size, the South American Horned Frog has the bite force equivalent of a shark or an alligator.
What?
These little jokers mean. Hey, I told you I like nature shows. Also, just a little nugget too is that Ohio State, a Buckeye, is a toxic seed that won't kill you, but give you a nasty stomach ache if you decide to eat it. But that's our little nature show. I told you somewhere around the show here. We give it to y'all. But back to football, okay? This is my take. Ohio State has been averaging 64 points a game. TCU has been giving up 13 points a game. TCU is known for their defense. But TCU, can you say, do they have a chance? Sure. But in order for TCU to win this game, they got to create lots and lots of turnovers. They won't. Ohio State wins by 14 points. Ohio State by 14. So we do agree on that. I also would like to say a little nugget here. That number 17, Boise State and Oklahoma State Looks to be a very interesting game. And it might be the best game on Saturday.
Let people know it is Carolina Panther weekend right here.
It is. We did that on an NFL show. This is the college segment, but it's always Carolina represented here. Here we go. Those are our big bass games of the week. Give us your predictions. Shout out to Hope. Give us your predictions. Give us who you think you're gonna win the game. But now on to the HBCU game of the week. Chocolates from HBCU. Homeboy Fishing 10 HBCU. Listen, we love HBCU football, so you're going to get plenty of love from me here. Cedric Douglas says 28. I'm assuming 28 is Ohio State victory in that game. We shall see, Cedric. Here we go. Homeboy Fishing, Chocolate Hefe. Here we go. HBCU game of the week is Livingstone College.
That's your alma mater.
My alma mater. At Lane College. This is SIAC versus CIAA. A few years ago, the CIAA champion would play against the SIAC champion in the Pioneer Bowl to decide the Division II Black College Football Championship. This game no longer takes place, but I think they should consider bringing it back. Livingstone got their first win last week. They went down to Columbia, South Carolina, and beat Allen College. Lane actually lost. They lost to Morehouse College. They're 0-2. So, LC this week is going to have to overcome the refs and possibly a little bit of rain to be victorious. But at Livingstone, we do love our Blue Bears.
We love our Blue
Deep in our hearts, we love our Blue Bears. So I want y'all to make Chocolate proud because I'm picking y'all boys to win. Livingstone wins on the road. Livingstone College by 7.
Hey, I'm glad you like me. We're biased toward a certain team. If you don't like my team, you know what?
We're not biased. LC gonna win, baby. LC, Blue Bears. That's what's up, baby. Here we go. Hey, man. That might be the end of the show.
Hey, don't forget, tune in next week. And if you hit that share button, tell people about it. We're out here broadcasting live. We're doing this one-on-one, brother. A mano. Solly. We sent out here 2018. Last year we did every week. Back-to-back dedication. We love this. Live by it, fly by it. Hey, remember something. Take a kid fishing. Bye-bye, Facebook.
Deuces.
I remember when it all started. Back in the day when me and
there we go. You too.
From the beginning, I
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks.